Welcome back, my duelist friends. Casual Duelist, happy Sunday. Time to kind of kick up the speed duel jams. Again, continuing the challenge of the three times builds for the Battle City and GX boxes. And today is the magnets. Well, one of the two today will be the magnets. And then a little later on, a little later than usual, we will be doing our speed duel spotlight. So let's just jump in, because again, today's going to be like a triple feature, which is almost unheard of on this channel. I don't actually think I've done it before. But this one, there's no guessing around. We know exactly which skill we need to do. We need magnetic attraction. So this skill gets to apply the following skills. Each one of these may only be used once per duel. First skill, when a level 4 lower magnet warrior is normal summoned, you can add one level 4 or lower magnet warrior with a different name from the deck to your hand. Again, this helps us deck thin, this will help us draw out a little bit, and again, it's fair. Use this only once per duel. Otherwise, these guys essentially become gadgets for the most part. Second effect, you can reveal 2 level 4 or lower magnet warriors with different names from the hand. If you do, add one Valkyrian, the Magna Warrior, from your deck to your hand. So again, this is going to allow us to search out our boss monster. Technically, it's going to let us play the darn thing real quick. Again, I'll explain that as we get to it. So let's get into the deck. First things first, most of these magnets are going to be ran at 2. That said, 2 copies of Alpha, 2 copies of Beta, and you guessed it, 2 copies of Gamma. Now, I know, you forgot Delta. No, I didn't. I wanted to get all the non-effect monsters out of the way first and explain what they're good at. Gamma, not the weakest in attack, however the strongest with defense, is 15 by 18. So if you find yourself needing to set and pass, that is your bet. If you're looking to beat down, Beta is going to be your strongest with a 17 by 16. Again, weakest defense, strongest offense. And then we're going to have Alpha. Alpha, 14 by 17, lowest attack, mid-range defense, all good. So again, I don't know. You guys play them however you feel. I think 2 of each is going to work just fine. And again, I'm running 2s for one other well, it's not so secret, but one other very good reason. And it's because the next one is ran at 3 copies of Delta. Again, Delta is kind of our showstopper. What does Delta do? Well, when is normal or special summoned, we can send 1 level 4 lower magnet from the deck to the discard pile. So, Foolish Burial. If this card is sent to the graveyard, we can then banish 3 level 4 lower magnets from the graveyard, except Delta, to special summon 1 copy of Valkyrian from the hand or the deck, ignoring the summoning conditions. Each effect is once per turn. So again, Delta can help us summon a Valkyrian just as fast, which is good because in order to really make this deck pop, I opted to play 2 copies. 1 for the magnetic attraction and 2 as the secondary boss monster. Really allow this deck to sort of try to stand up to the Dark Magician. Again, against the Dark Magician deck, you pretty much have to stop Valkyrian from coming out in the first place. Because if you do, even with Book of Moon, it's going to be very hard to off-place this guy. Especially Dark Paladin's really not going to be helpful there either. So again, you kind of have to take care of this quick. You have to try to combat the opponent to stop them from getting to this guy. Because again, we're dealing with structure decks. Structure decks mean that not everybody has widespread ruin or offerings to the doomed. What does Magna Warrior do? Well, first, cannot be normal summoned or said, must first be special summoned from the hand by attributing Alpha, Beta, and Gamma from hand and or field. Then you contribute this card to target 1 each to special summon them back from the graveyard. Now, realistically, what you end up doing is you summon one to activate magnetic attraction. Generally, you start with 2. Grab the one that you're missing, then send all 3 for the Magnum Warrior. Next turn, play Delta. Doesn't matter what you pitch. Delta dies. Then you could banish those 3 to play the other one from the hand or the deck. So again, this deck can produce both Valkyrians. And again, so it was worth putting both in here. Additionally, it doesn't matter if you draw into them. The magnetic attraction really just helps you get things out of your deck. If you only want to play the one Magnum Warrior, what you could do is increase this next card to 2. That card is Attack the Moon. We're using this card because number 1, it's kind of a gimmick. Number 2, I needed a 20th card. Number 3, we needed something for the back row. So the way that this one works is whenever we change the battle position of a rock monster once per turn, we may target a spell trap the opponent controls and destroy that target. Keep this in mind. I've got something to help this along here in a minute. But should your magnets survive, Gamma was in defense mode, you attacked it, you drew even, I'll activate this, move it to attack position, and blow away your back row. So again, it is a good option, and again, you might consider adding a second. Another card that there's almost like no give in, you have to play 3. Play 3 copies of the Magnetic Field spell card. The Magnetic Field spell card states if you control a level 4 lower Earth Rock, you can target a level 4 lower Magnet Warrior in the graveyard and special summon it. So the card Delta threw out of your deck can come back to the field and stand next to him. Again, this allows you to build your field and your Magnet Warrior that much faster. Additional effects of this card, and you can only use this effect once per turn. Once per turn at the end of the damage step, when an Earth Rock monster that you control battles an opponent's monster, but the opponent's monster was not destroyed by battle, you may instead return it to the opponent's hand. So again, if we attack into something rather large, especially fusion, we can actually send it back to the extra deck. So again, little pros and cons here. Next things up, Magnetic Conversion. Cool card, target up to 3 level 4 or lower magnets in the graveyard, add them back to your hand. Then, during either player's turn except the turn is sent to the graveyard, banish this from the graveyard, target a banished level 4 or lower magnet to special summon it. This plays in off of the Delta summoning for the Valkyrian, and again allows us to play other effects. Then last but not least, 3 copies of Zero Gravity. Zero Gravity, changing the battle positions of all face-up monsters on the field, and was originally released with, I don't remember who was the My Valentine. No, that was Windstorm of Itaqua. This may have actually been the first release for the Zero Gravity. And again, Zero Gravity can be used defensively, offensively, shift the opponent's monster into a position they don't want. All the while, we can actually use this to trigger Attack the Moon during the opponent's turn. Guys, this is another fun build. I do think that this will fit the bill. We're going to add the skill card to the photo. If you guys wanted to go ahead and take a second screenshot or pause, you guys can get the list that way. And again, let me take a second to thank you guys for stopping by. Hope that you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed the next one. Hope that you enjoyed that we're doing the extra video today. And if you guys would like to help us out, if you'd like to support the channel, 2 simple things to do. Like and comment. I cannot stress this enough. This influences the algorithm, my friends. This allows us to become more visible on the platform. It takes you guys seconds. It means the world to me. Plus, I really do read all of the comments. May not respond to all of them. I try to respond to, kind words, even, helpful criticism. But there have been a few that were just outright inane, we'll say. That had they actually watched the whole video, they would have had the answer to the question that they wanted to ask in a less than savory way. So, if you do those 2 things, that would be amazing. Again, subscribe if you haven't. Promise, We'll keep content flowing out. And then, share us with your friends. Outside of that, I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. I hope that you guys take some steps to make it a wonderful day. And you know what? Come back in about an hour. I'll have another deck for you. Come back at the normal time. Decided we're going to do it on normal time. This way there's an hour, a break. A video, an hour break, a video, an hour break, and then our third video. So, guys, do the things, don't do the things. Come back, maybe you don't come back. Whichever you choose. Choose to have a great day today. And I hope to see you guys again later. Peace out, my friends.